Hey guys, this is Mandark, and this is the second part of our How to Build a Website series. In the first part, we basically looked at, very briefly, we discussed what HTML was and about how it's a tag-based language. We didn't really get into the code, but in this series, in this video, we're going to make our very first website. So, woohoo, very exciting. Let's get started. Before I move on, this is my Twitter. Feel free to add me up, hit me up if you've got any questions. I'm always available. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we've accomplished so far that it's a tag-based language, and the very first tag that I want to look at and discuss with you is also the tag that's going to come at the start of every single one of your HTML documents. Now this is very important, so I'm going to go ahead and write this down and then explain to you what's going on. Okay, so this right here is called a doctype tag. Alright, so what does this do, Mandark? Well, we'll go here on our handy dandy reference site and we'll just check it out. So, the doctype tag defines the document type. It defines the document type. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, basically, this tag is telling your browser that this document that you're trying to decipher, hey browser, this document that you're trying to decipher is in fact an HTML document. Now this is a bit of a convention. It's something that you just want to memorize because this is something that's absolutely essential, and it will go at the top of every single HTML document that you're going to write. So that's all I can say about that. One more thing. In the previous video we talked about opening and closing tags, and while that discussion is very relevant, not all tags have an opening and closing. So for example, this doctype tag does not have a corresponding closing tag. However, this next tag that we're going to discuss is going to have an opening and closing tag as well, and this tag is called the HTML tag. Okay, so how do we do this? HTML closing / HTML. Okay, so this right here is basically a pair of an opening and closing HTML tag. Once you've gotten done writing your doctype tag, the next thing that you want to write are these pairs of HTML tags. Basically, these tags tell your browser that, hey browser, everything in between these two tags is HTML. So everything, your entire website, is going to come in between these two HTML tags. We're going to discuss a whole lot of other tags, such as headers, paragraphs, footers, image tags, but every single thing, every single HTML that you write is now going to come in between these two tags. So for example, in between this, you could write, hey, this is my very first website. Woohoo! Now we can save this. Let's see, file, my mouse. Okay, save. We're going to save it on the desktop, and I'm going to save it as in fact, let's save it as index because that's proper practice. And the extension you want to use is .html. The reason why you want to use the .html extension is because it tells your browser, basically when you click on this document, it's going to tell them to open it with the browser and not open it in, obviously, Notepad. So that's why you want to use this .html extension. We're going to save it. Alright, so, my mouse. Anyways, let's see. Let's go on ahead, and sure enough, here it is. Let's double click it, and here we go. So here it is. This is your very first website. So yeah, I think this is it for the for the second tutorial. And yeah, this is your very first website. Exciting days, and it's gonna get better, guys. Just hang in there. Alright, thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.